Hello, ladies and baddies. We get to stand up for this one because I am going to unbox and walk you guys through the 5-day protein reset, which I am starting tomorrow. So this launches live on January 5th. Today's January 3rd. I'm starting January 4th. This launches live for everyone on January 5th, 2026. I did the 5-day reset, the OG reset in January of last year, and then I did it again in March. And that is when I really started focusing on prioritizing protein as a whole. So when they launched the 5-day protein reset and we were able to snag early access, I was like, okay, sign me up. I've been on this protein kick for a year now, and this is just the next level. So let's unbox this little flip tab. Oh my gosh. I'm okay. I was like, how do I do this and show you guys? So here, you're just gonna rip this part open a little bit more gracefully, or not. And then inside, you are going to have absolutely everything you need for the next 5 days. Okay, so this is what you are going to, hello, this is what you are going to add in. In here, you are going to get 105 grams of protein every single day. So it is not like your cleanses. Okay. I've done previous cleanses, previous resets in the past, and it left me feeling hungry, exhausted, zero energy. This is not that. Okay. With the thing that I dropped. So this is your little insert that you're going to get, and it walks you through every single step. And it also has all the nutrition facts on the back. So here is your suggested daily plan. So it'll be on your insert. You can put it on your fridge, and it will also be on the back of your box. So I'm going into working 3 12-hour shifts in a row. And I was like, okay, I know everyone is starting on the 5th. Some of my other girls are starting on the 5th, some of the other ambassadors on my team. However, I want to show how doable this is while working 12-hour shifts, and your girl is going into a 3 12-hour stretch in a row, 3 days in a row, 12 hours. So my first 3 days of the protein reset is going to be at work. And I'm just going to show you guys what is on the inside of here. So on the back, make sure you're eating and or drinking every 1 to 2 hours to keep your body fueled and filled. And on the inside here, every single thing you need. Okay. So this gets you 105 grams of protein. I'm going to be adding in and supplementing some of our regular meal prep in order to hit 150 grams of protein every single day. So I'm going to walk you through this on the back. In the morning are suggested. Okay. And I'm going to be mixing some of this around, and I'll make sure that I go live in whatever page or I talk on my stories to show you guys how I am outlining my day to hit 150 grams of protein and how it works for my lifestyle, my schedule. I wake up, I work out in the morning. I'm usually out of the house by 6 a.m. so I can get to work by 7. At night, when I leave work, we work 7 to 7, or I work 7 to 7. And I usually am getting home by like 8:10, 8:20 on some days if I'm lucky, and get out before, stuff hits the fan, I have to stay. But for in the early morning, it has your up and glowing collagen latte that has 11 grams of collagen and 11 grams of collagen protein to start your day. To be completely honest, I'm not a big fan of this. I will probably add it into my shake or use it as samples because, once again, I'm adding in other things to make sure my protein is boosted. But collagen latte, 11 grams of collagen protein to start your day. For breakfast, you have the breakfast protein oats, 12 grams of plant-based protein and 5 grams of fiber. You'll also have the electrolyte plus focus drink. And then late morning, 20-gram protein life shake. I use this every single day. So what I also love is that it's in these little packets, like a test size of everything. You can try everything before deciding on what you like and what you love. So with early morning, here is how, let's just go through the whole thing and then I'll tell you how I'm going to phase mine, okay? Then for lunch, they added in the veggie broth, 7 grams of plant-based protein, the Vitalia gummies, multivitamin. If you're not taking one, you need to take one. Then they have the creatine plus power blend. This is new. I also have the big tub. I don't know when they're launching it, but you can try it creatine power blend if you're not taking a creatine for mental clarity, focus, helping with lean muscle mass. You should be taking a creatine. And then we also have in every single 5 day protein reset, you are also going to get 5 cans of the sparkling protein, 40 grams of protein, which is also perfect because you can try 5 grams of sparkling protein before you snag a case if you want to. Oh my goodness. Are we recording? I am recording. Okay, hold on one second. So you get to try the 40 grams of the sparkling protein before snagging a whole case if you want. And then for pre-dinner, they have the Good Gut and Go probiotic raspberry drink. And then for dinner, another veggie broth, the toffee crunch chocolate bar snack bar. Absolutely love this. This has 9 grams of protein. And then at night, the Rest and Rewind mint tea. So this is everything that you get included in the 5 day protein reset. And let me just show you how I'm going to lay out my day and then add in extra lean veggies or lean meats, veggies, other proteins. So I can hit my 150 grams of protein every single day. So in the mornings, I work out. I am going to be adding in my Energize for my pre-workout. And with that, I will add in my Good Gut and Go. So my Energize and Good Gut and Go is going to be first up on my list with my schedule. I wake up at 4, 3:55 most of the time, work out, and then head to work. And even when I'm not working out, I'll have my Energize and my Good Gut and Go together in a bigger glass and just kind of sip on it because it gives me that sustained energy without the crash later. During my workout, I'm going to have my creatine and my Sculpt BCAAs. I love getting the creatine in early in the morning because it also gives me that mental focus boost. So I like making sure that I don't drink it too late. It's not as much energy as it is clarity, I feel like. So this, I've drank it later on during the day and didn't have any issues with it, but I want to make sure I get this in as early as possible, and I'm doing it while I am working out, so kind of my intro workout. And then after my workout, I always do my 40-gram protein slam, which is my 20 grams of Life Shake. And then let me show you guys what I add in. So every single day I'll have my Life Shake and I'll add in my build. 2 scoops of the build is 20 grams of protein, 3 scoops is 30 grams. So I'll do my 40-gram protein slam. That's the Life Shake 20 grams and the build 20 grams. And then boom, we are done. I am going to try adding in the Up and Glowing. Like I said, I'm not a huge fan of it, but I might mix it in and that will give me 51 grams of protein because this has 11 grams of protein in it. So that is going to be my post workout. When I get to work or first thing after I get report or whatever, I'm going to do my protein oats. The protein oats has 12 grams of protein. And then I also we did our meal prep today and Austin put together everything, like absolutely everything, and labeled our protein. So we've got boiled eggs that I'm also going to have on the side. That'll give me 14 grams of protein as well. And I'll be tracking all of it and sharing that with you guys. And then for lunch, what I did last time was I just brought a glass to work, put hot water in it, and then drink it for the sake of protein. But there are also recipes that you can use and add the veggie broth in to make sure you are getting these extra 7 grams of protein. And there's 2 of these throughout the day. So I will probably have one during my first lunch at work. And then we have our protein meals separated out and labeled with the amount of protein in each one. We have a ground turkey, or maybe he did lean ground beef, onion, and like bell peppers or spaghetti squash. And most of our protein meals that we have prepped have at least 40 grams of protein in them. So that's going to be lunch number one. And then I'll add another veggie broth and then maybe have another meal. And that will be lunch number two and another at least 40 to 50 grams of protein. Throughout the day, I'll make sure I have my multivitamin gummies. I may add these in the morning just in case. Usually, I will try to eat my last meal of the day before I leave work, so I'm not coming home, eating, and then going straight to bed. And then we still have a snack bar that I'll probably use as my sweet treat at night when I get home with my sparkling protein. And then I'll add in the electrolytes for a little protein mocktail. So this will give me 40 grams of protein, and then this one has 9 grams of protein. And I know I will be over my 150 grams, if not super, super close. And then the rest in rewind, because even though being busy, working 12-hour shifts, we don't always get all the sleep we need to get, but this doesn't give you the melatonin hangover. So whatever sleep you are getting, it is good, restful sleep. So that is my plan for the layout. We're going to kick it off tomorrow, and I will make sure to share all of the things with you, and I will chat with you guys later. If you have any questions, please let me know. Or if you are wanting to do the protein reset with some of my favorites, for longer than 5 days, I'm also making little bundles where you can get my favorite high protein favorites that I use every single day and take on the challenge of increasing your protein for the next 28 days. So we have the Life Shake in 28 servings, we have our build, and then we also have like our sparkling protein that you can snag as well as the snack bars. But that's all I have for you today. Look at this cute little box. And every single day, you're just going to take a box out, take whatever you have on the side. This is more supplementation than it is restriction. So whatever you're having, have it. Make sure you get in your supplementation, and then whatever else you need, add in more protein, add in more veggies, add in more fruits. You're going to feel absolutely amazing. I promise. Okay. Love you guys. Bye.